Hello. It is I, and it is you, but I am Nombly with Game of the Week. Um, we are back with some The Outer Worlds in our Psychopath run, where I am almost positive we are going to see the credits in this episode. Almost positive. Not 100%, but like 87.25% positive. So what we did is we got the chemicals for the doctor, and then um, the 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 people, the corporate people contacted me and were like, "Hey, let's make a deal." And I was like, "Okay." They're like, "Put a tracking mark on the doctor's ship," and I'm like, because I'm doing a psychopath run, like I have to figure out a way to kill the doctor because the doctor has been behind bulletproof glass the entire game, so I can't get to him. So I agreed, and I put the bug on his ship, and then I went to speak with the board. That's the word I was trying to remember. I spoke with the board. I killed the board member or representative. Uh, and then I came back out here, and for some reason, the doctor wanted me to skip the skip, which is like, I guess skipping is like warp drive or like warp jumping. He wanted me to skip the Hope, which is the name of the ship with all the frozen colonists on it, closer to his lab so that he can start reviving colonists, I guess. And it worked. So now we have the Hope outside of Phineas's lab, but Phineas is not responding to Ada, which makes me think it's very likely that the board has come to pick up Phineas. And I'm hoping we get a whole bunch of people in one room so that we can solve the conflict.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine.
I hear you.
You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me. I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible?
Yes, please.
How can I be of assistance?
I'll talk to you later, Ada. We need to go check on Phineas.
Upon your return. We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Alright. I'm gonna rock a save real quick. I am going to blast anyone I see. Well, except for you, of course. Bubbles. Trying to be a little bit frugal with ammo, since I discovered in the last episode that my ammo's not doing so well all of a sudden. Let's use that level up, shall we? can put more points into long guns, get a little bit more long gun crit chance. Just gonna check these corpo bodies real quick because I need ammo. Oh, and now I'm heavy. Wow. What does this say? Official arrest receipt. As per official arrest protocol outlined in the Defense Logistic Incarceration document, the individual who has been detained at this location must appear at an official halcyon court at the appointed date and time with this paperwork in order to register that they are indeed properly arrested for crimes listed under their name. Failure to appear at the appointed date and time with this paperwork will result in the additional late fees that the rescheduling of the prisoner's appointed incarceration registration date. Failure to appear at the subsequent court dates may incur additional fees. Halcyon Court is not responsible for missed appointments that are a consequence of being held within a locked cell or other high security containment location. Wait, what? So if you're imprisoned, it's not their fault that you're missing your court date because you're imprisoned? What? Please note that this is the only copy of this receipt that you will receive and that it is your responsibility to have it with you when you appear for your registration session. Wow, so this is like a whole bunch of like corporate bullshit. Is this all frozen dinners I see? Like this guy's gotta have like a thing in here, right? Like he's gotta have a science weapon or something. Oh, I don't have hack 70. Oh, so we actually had like a whole apartment back here. I thought he was just kind of Finn's Force. What's that? Oh, I knew it was like a fancy weapon back here. Level 26 long gun. Fun times barrel, N-ray, damage. It uses energy. Okay, we could probably use that. What the hell? Absolutely ridiculous damage on some of this stuff. Like just going from one planet to another, the damage just goes up by like 50 to 60% per weapon. It's wild. I completely forgot what my train of thought was. Editor Nombly, you finish that thought for me later, okay? Alright. So I'm guessing we have to go save the doctor now, but I don't want to save the doctor. I need the password. Well, how do I find the password? Is it like in a book or something? Oh, I bet it's bubbles. Keep the password. J. Yeah, he's talking about corporate pigs, which is, yeah, bubbles. Keep hearing that beep out of the reminder. Subject may be unstable. Yeah, Bubbles, you got something like attached to you or something. What's up, Bubbles? Wait. Maybe the pigs thing is what caused the password. Oh, come on. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Pig? Pig. Like, I get it. They're corporate pigs. And it's like Bubbles. Bubbles. Poster? Poster. Obscure body in the SK system. I don't know what the game wants from me here. Like, it wants me to open that terminal, but I can't because I don't have enough brain. But I don't know the password. Wait, pig. Aha! Man, why wouldn't it be Bubbles? Bubbles is like the mascot for this whole lab. Enter the passcode. Personal files, first entry, second entry, final entry, return to the root, open panel. Open panel? Oh. The Tartarus nav key. Okay. You can now travel to Tartarus. Oh, okay, so maybe we aren't near the end of the game. Okay, well then. I guess we continue on. Even if this isn't... Who? Even if this isn't the last episode in the series, I think this is definitely going to be the last episode I record for tonight, because goddamn am I getting tired. Let's go to Tartarus. Oh. Okay, so this is a point of no return. Interesting. I'm gonna save the game then. New save. Resume. And now we'll go to Tartarus. Would you like to save? Yes. Manual save. Accept. Okay.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution.
Oh, cool.
Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Electrical storms on the surface make departure impossible. That's all for now.
Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy.
Oh no.
You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Oh, seems fair. Wait, this isn't Terra 2? My mistake. I'll just leave.
Your ship is not permitted to leave until you remit payment for your fines and submit yourself to execution. Only after your smoking corpse is thrown from an airlock will we lift the lockdown on your spacecraft.
Captain, I would not recommend this course of action.
I mean, it seems fair to me. If you're gonna kill me, why bother with a ticket?
Protocol is important, ma'am.
Okay.
The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking.
Technically speaking.
Tartarus Docking Authority, signing off.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance?
Oh, you're good, Ada.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Guess we'll, administer freedom to this place as well. It's the sound of me cracking my knuckles. Moving in! Take 'em down! Let's get this probably last level up in. Jeez, what is our last perk gonna be? Plus 20% damage, probably. %15% melee damage returned to health seems pretty good. If I was a melee, but I'm not. Wow, each hit reduces enemy armor. That's kind of cool. Headshot kills deal 25% of their damage to enemies within 2.5 meters. Whew. Whew. Okay, well, we're definitely taking the damage in general, but if by some miracle we hit level 24 before ending the game, then we'll take Boom Headshot as well. Beginning investigation. Man, 2 drones healing each other just gives me medic vibes from Brood War. Boop, 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 boo, doo, doo, doo. Boop, boop, doo, doo, boop, boop, doo, boop. Open. Transition to the pit. Jeez, more stuff? Really? Access storage. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Are there survivors? There are survivors. Oh, what the hell? Did I just get crushed by the top of the lift? I feel like I did. Okay, well that's somewhat annoying. Okay, well at least we know this time not to go up the lift right away because there are other survivors here that need to be dealt with. like an unstoppable killing machine now. Just shoot me as much as you want. Put a few rounds at you and suddenly get 15% of my health back while barely taking any damage. It's insane. This gun does a lot of damage too. Mostly because of the build, I think. We kind of spec'd entirely into damage over like anything social. Watch me die now and just be like, oh, jeez. Oh, I called it. Oh, I called it. Ooh, panic. Okay, well, this is what I get for being overconfident all of a sudden for no reason. Ow, stop. Okay, well, I didn't die, so, it wasn't overconfidence, it was just straight up confidence. Even if I, take a lot of damage, I can just be fine. As you all saw.
What?
Open. Is this supposed to be like the doctor's cell? Are you in here, Phineas? Phineas. Phineas. We're due for a talk, Phineas. My armor is slightly damaged now. Let's give it a repair. It's actually probably why we took so much damage. I can't believe that this gun takes heavy ammo. Alright, up we go. We gotta be almost done, right? Like... I'm running out of ammo. Ow. Come on, reload. Wait, what the hell? Why? That shouldn't have happened. I was shooting at him and it was doing no damage. Did the drone like... Oh god, where the hell am I? Oh, I'm so far back. Alright, I'm gonna cut it and get back to where I was. I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Get me a nice drink of water real quick. I also switched to the weapon that I got from Phineas's lab. It does pretty decent damage, and it gives them a damage over time as well when I hit them, which is pretty strong. Not to mention I have about, 4,300 ammo for it, so it's not the issue.
All you've done, all the work you've destroyed, all the money you've cost me.
Oh
Your
no.
misguided crusade has doomed Halcyon.
doomed. Phineas and I are trying to save the colony. What can I say? I like to cause trouble.
Fantastic. The biggest thorn in our side we've ever had, and you just like to cause trouble. In any other circumstance, I'd admire your boldness. In this one, however, I have only 2 words for you. Fuck off.
Chairman Rockwell, just the man I'm here to kill.
How dare you? Even thinking about killing the chairman of the Halcyon board is a felony. Thankfully, you're in a prison already. Find the nearest cell and wait until I'm done here. Then I'll drag you to the executioner myself.
Bro, you look like a Red Alert NPC.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
A felony? I've made a terrible mistake. Please don't arrest me.
Is that sarcasm? Do you know what I do to people who employ the lowest, most base form of humor? I fire them. Alas, as you are woefully unemployed, I'll have to do the next best thing and have you killed. In the next room is the finest automechanical purveyor of death ever made. Try not to scratch the paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive.
I can't wait to get in there and kill you. This is going to be the highlight of my year. Let me in. Let me in. Wait, what? Oh, my Jesus. Oh, my damn. Wait. Is this like supposed to be the last boss fight or something? I mean, I get it. I don't think this was in the original game, was it? I'm gonna switch over to this because I think it does more damage. Alright, so if I shoot it in the foot during Q, he'll bend over and let me shoot him in the head. Oh, I wonder if that thing on the back is a critical spot. Oh god, he's shooting the hell out of me. Running out of bullets. This is not good. Why is there so many combat drones? This is the last mag. Alright, back to this thing. Ah, it is a weak spot. Hibernation chamber key. Okay. Bum ba bum ba bum. Should we just use our points just for the lulls? Easy kill. Easy kill. Oh, it turned him into ash even.
Get me out of here!
Broke my armor. I want to get you out. Wait. Door open? But I...
You don't know how glad I am to see you.
You shouldn't be.
You lunatic. You broke into the board's own fortress and killed the chairman just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind.
That's not what I'm here
I
for.
can't begin to thank you enough.
That's not what I'm here for.
What? Break into the most heavily guarded facility in the most hostile world in Halcyon? No, I have absolutely no idea how you did it. You're a goddamn miracle worker.
That's me.
You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish.
No, no, no.
You and I are going to have to work harder than ever
Bro,
to save
please.
Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of
Stop
us
talking.
ever anticipated. Theatrics. Merciful law. I wish I were exaggerating. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years.
Oh,
There's
really?
been no communication, no signals, nothing.
Well, that's not
2
good.
years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. I don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Interesting.
We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Wait. We have a lot of work ahead of us. We'd best get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time.
Yeah.
I could use your help. You're the only ally I've got. And not just because you've murdered every potential leader in Halcyon.
I'm going to do what I've always done. Whatever I want. All the time.
I doubt I could change your mind even if I wanted to. You've already done more than I could ask of you. When I revived you, I thought we were going to save this colony all by ourselves. But I was wrong. We can't save Halcyon on our own. We're all going to have to pull together, somehow. We are not a colony anymore. Our last connection to Earth has been severed. I don't know if we'll survive, but we're going to have to try our best.
Oh, that better not be the end. Apparently it is.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together, and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on.
What?
In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Left
What?
leaderless, the people of Stellar Bay and Amber Heights were slowly but inevitably picked apart by the wildlife of Monarch. Left unchecked, the war on Monarch consumed both MSI and the Iconoclasts. And when the sulfur clouds settled, only stragglers from both factions remained. Some found their way to Sublight, some to Terra 2, and some lived their final years fighting for food in the wilderness. In the end, only the beasts remained.
Yeah, one success.
Without Lilia Hagen, Sublight Salvage fell apart. The company fractured, devolving into a series of unregulated criminal gangs, fences, and smugglers. Their facade of legitimacy quickly faded. In time, the Sublight family was forgotten.
Hey, 2
Reed
kills.
Thompson and Adelaide McDevitt never lived to see the collapse of Halcyon. Without their leadership, Edgewater and the deserters devolved into factional conflict and small rivalries. Their lack of organization left them vulnerable.
Nah, I'm gonna call that 3
As
victories.
expected, within the space of a year, both groups had been killed by marauders.
Hey, 3
The loss
victories.
of Junlei Tennyson hit the Groundbreaker hard, and even threatened to undercut the ship's independence. Taking up the example of their fallen captain, citizens banded together and rallied anew for the Groundbreaker's autonomy. Junlei was remembered as a folk hero, the spark that ignited a flame, heralding a new age of proud defiance against anyone who would challenge the Groundbreaker's sovereignty.
I don't know how that's possible. I killed
The
everyone.
rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed.
A very dark time.
Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a sanitation and maintenance automechanical that he'd found in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remains broken down and forgotten in the unreliable supply closet to this day.
Yeah, sorry.
As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. Though he was always haunted by the failures of his past, he was determined to make things right by building toward the future. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals.
4
The
successes.
revival project was hard and painful work. But in the end, despite limited resources, over half the Hope's colonists were successfully revived. Even after Wells passed away, the Hope scientists and engineers worked night and day to pull Halcyon from the brink of collapse. Their efforts continue to this day, which may be reason enough for optimism. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Life will never be the same in Halcyon. It is widely agreed that the colony has a chance of stabilizing within a generation, owing to the hard work and determination of the surviving colonists. Recovery is a distant
What
goal,
surviving
and the
colonists?
path
I
is
killed
long and
everybody.
uncertain. But the people of Halcyon carry on, determined as ever. And what about you? the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon. You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus, and left Dr. Wells to his own devices. The affairs of the colony never distracted you from living out your own dreams, to captain a ship, to sail the Aether, and to earn a reputation as the greatest spacer Halcyon ever had. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Alright. There you have it. The Outer Worlds. Psychopath Run completed. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit so I can talk. But, yeah. Whew. So, final thoughts on this. I'm kind of sad that I couldn't destroy the colony ship, and I couldn't kill Phineas. I wanted to make my character as evil and psychopathic as possible, but either I needed to look into things more to try and figure out how to do it, because it just wasn't readily apparent if I even could. Oh well. So, how do I feel about playing the game as someone who just kills every NPC they come across? Did I enjoy it? I mean, yes and no. There was kind of like a shame thing going on. I felt bad killing NPCs, especially the randomly named NPCs, like the stevedores and the workers and stuff like that. Like the NPCs who didn't even have names, I felt the worst killing them because they would just hide and you know, just scream and hide. It felt bad. I didn't enjoy it. When it came to fighting animals or corpos or people with guns who would shoot back, it felt more fair. The predators from the Arnold Schwarzenegger predators. I think they have a thing where they won't kill a target if they're unarmed or unable to fight back, and I kind of felt like I wanted to do that at some point instead, because just killing helpless things it's not fun. It's not fun even in a game. Apart from that though, not having to jump through hoops and do escort quests, and not having to look for items, and not having to sit through I don't know however long this game is supposed to be, but not having to sit through 40 to 50 hours of dialogue. I still got the story, but I didn't have to talk to any NPCs. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind a story in a game. I love a good story in a game. But just the amount of talking sometimes, especially games that where the talking is just fluff. like where it has like nothing to do with anything. It's just like the characters like to talk and talk and talk, and I know I'm doing that right now. But so what do we have coming up in the future? Well, we still have Valheim videos. We're still gonna do Game of the Week stuff. I might do the 2 DLCs. It did make me save before I did them, but gosh, it probably won't be for another couple weeks for me. It might be tomorrow for you, but yeah, that's really about it. I just want to say thank you for watching. I know parts of this series have probably been kind of like cringe or like boring, but I'm just trying to get like a feel for making stuff on YouTube. Anyways, this has been Nombly with Game of the Week, and I really hope that you are having a great day or evening or weekend, whatever. Bye bye.